guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and today I'm here with a list. So I'm going to do several lists for top spring fragrances. They're all going to be lists of 7. Why? Why not? Because I'm pretty well known, well, I'm not really well known, but because the reviews that I feel like probably get the most attention on my channel, or what people tend to, subscribe to my channel for, are Middle Eastern fragrances, I thought, well, let's just do my Middle Eastern spring list first. So these are going to be my top 7 that I'm going to be reaching for this spring. Some of them I haven't talked too much about. Most of them I've already reviewed, but there are, I think, 2 of them that I've yet to review, but I'm about to, because now that I've given them a little bit more wear, it's more appropriate. So let's start. All right, the first one on this list should be almost no surprise, maybe a little surprising, but it's going to be Rassi pour Femme. So I have not reviewed this one yet. And initially when I got it, I wasn't too impressed. And it really wasn't a performer initially when I got it, but I sat on it a couple months and I wore it recently, and I've been enjoying this one a lot more. So this is going to be a fruity floral, and in terms of fruit, you're going to get the peach more than anything, and in terms of florals, you're going to get the heliotrope more than anything. On top of that, you're going to get musk. You pretty much get that in every Middle Eastern fragrance. And then the thing that makes this a standout fragrance is the caramel. Now, I think some people say that this is a dupe of Lancome Hypnos, but I haven't smelled that, so I really can't say anything. However, this is really good. It's, other than that fragrance, I'm guessing, it's pretty unique to me. I mean, I don't really have anything like it in my collection, and the caramel in here isn't syrupy sweet. It's a Rassi, so for me, they usually do things pretty well, and they're blended pretty well. And I am getting to the point where it is starting to perform. I don't think it performs quite as loud as Dariche Pour Homme, but I do think that this one is also unisex. Again, it's peachy with heliotrope and caramel and a little bit of musk. I don't feel like those notes, lean in either direction. It is pretty sweet, and it's not masculine. I would say it's pretty unisex. It could lean a touch on the feminine side. In case you're someone who really likes masculine fragrances, this is not going to be a masculine fragrance, but a man could easily pull this off. Again, it's kind of gourmandy because, again, peach with the caramel together kind of make it a pretty sweet fragrance, but I like it, and I feel like it goes really well in the spring, especially on those cooler days in the spring. This is pretty perfect. I probably wouldn't wear it in the dead of heat, but that's why it's on the spring list, not the summer. Next. This next one is pretty good. I have a vintage batch, and it's going to be Rassi Al Wissam Day. This is supposed to be a clone of Silver Mountain Water. I have not smelled that one, but I like this a lot. This does have rose in it, so if you hate rose, you're gonna get in here, but it's a fresh rose to me. It's not really jammy or anything like that. So if you're just mostly opposed to jammy rose, this is not what you're gonna get in here. But it is really nice. It's got some sweetness. It definitely has some musk in here. You also have some bergamot, lavender, and sage. So it's a pretty fresh fragrance to me. I really like it. Again, it's Middle Eastern, so there's pretty much gonna be musk in everything that we talk about today. But if you have not tried this one, honestly, I would get my nose on it. I don't know what the newer batches smell like, but I know this one is really nice, and I really enjoy it. Next. So I think some of you guys would not use this for the spring. However, I would, because I feel like with a little bit of wind and maybe a little bit of heat, I really enjoy this one, and it's going to be Al Haramain Amber Oud Rouge. That's the red bottle, in case you were wondering. I love this fragrance. This is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540 Extrait. It is a little denser. When you get this initially, you will very likely, if you're anything like me, not smell anything for a while. It took me several wearings for me to really smell it. On top of that, Al Haramain, what I noticed is out of the atomizer, the first 10 sprays are not really a good representation of what the bottle is going to smell like. I don't know why. Same thing happened with gold. Tobacco pretty much came the way that it stayed, but I think this one took a little bit longer for it to work the way that I think it's intended to work. However, when a little bit of wind gets on this, it is such a gorgeous fragrance. If you guys know, you know, what the X-Straight smells like. It is a candy floss, just like the EDP. It's a little bit denser. To me, it's a little bit sweeter. There's obviously going to be some musk in here, but also saffron, ambergris, what Baccarat Rouge is known for, but it's really, really nice. In fact, I think that this one's going to be my scent of the day, so if you want more information on this one, I have a full review, and I was very impressed by this one. Go watch it if you haven't already and you're thinking about buying this. Next. Okay, so I haven't done a review on this one, but it is coming eventually, and it's going to be Rassi Shura pour Femme. And to me, this is a very easy to wear white floral fragrance if you don't want anything too sweet, because to me this is not very sweet. It does smell really good. It's really enticing. Honestly, I think when I got this, I was like, it's okay, but eventually I started to really like it. I think I ordered it like at the end of last summer, so I really didn't get too much of a chance to wear it, but I'm about to be in the season to wear it. It's still a little cold today, but we've had days where it's been a little bit warmer and there's a little bit of wind. It's turning into spring here. So if you're looking for something that's just like a clean floral, it's got a little bit of iris in it, jasmine, lily of the valley, just the white florals, this might be it. Honestly, I think this is really easy to wear. And I think, to me, because of the lack of sweetness, or if anything, there's like a hint of sweetness. And I'm saying hint, like there's no real sweetness in here. I think it's very gender neutral. I don't think anyone would have a hard time wearing this, and I think it's a very classy fragrance. Again, I'm gonna have a full review on this eventually in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. If you have not tried this and you're looking for something easy to wear for spring, give it a shot. Next. All right, so I just did a video on this, and to me, this is a really awesome spring fragrance. I'm not gonna talk very much about it, so it's gonna be Latafa Khaltat Arabia Royal Blends. And I'll tell you guys, even though raspberry is not listed in this, I feel like there is raspberry. That's what I pick up. And it's such a nice, warm fragrance. I feel like it's kind of perfect for spring. You've got some amber in here, musk. I don't know if I'm gonna keep saying musk. I think you guys get it. Then you've got a lot of fruity notes. So if you like something fruity and you like amber, this may entice you. This is like kind of a spicy, fruity fragrance. This to me is like so unique. I really like it, and it's a compliment monster, and it's around 25 bucks. I will go ahead and link this one down below. I've been trying not to drop links in every video because I feel like it's excessive, but I know there's some that you can't find everywhere, and if it's something that I don't feel like you can find everywhere, I'm going to try to link it. This one I will link down below because it's really good, and I feel like it's insane price-wise, like super cheap for what you're getting. Next. So this fragrance is what I refer to as the perfect girl next door fragrance, and that's going to be Afnan's Rare Tiffany. And the bottle on this is actually really nice. It's a white floral, but it is pretty sweet. It's got some gourmandy notes in here, a little bit of patchouli. This one, I feel, is a very safe blind buy to give as a gift. A, the presentation is really nice. I showed you guys in the video that I did of this. But B, it's really easy to wear, and I don't feel like any specific person isn't going to like it. I don't feel like there's too many things that are offensive in here, and I think it smells really good. Again, it's a really girl next door fragrance to me. Like every time I smell it, like that's what comes to mind. But it's really good. It's really, really good, guys. I haven't really had an Afnan that I have disliked so far. I've only had four or five. I think 4. But so far, they're hits. Like, and for under 30 bucks for all of them, or well, for each of them, honestly, you're not going to do too much better than that. Next. All right, guys, so the last one I'm going to talk about is going to be our Moth Legacy Pour Homme. Oh yeah, there it is. Boom, shakalaka. And this, as you probably already know, is a dupe of Chanel Platinum Egoiste. I think it's amazing. The performance on it is amazing. There's not a lot about this fragrance that I don't like. I really like it. It is fairly green. It's an aromatic fougere. You have your notes like lavender, sage, rosemary. It says rose and jasmine. I don't get a ton of that. So if you're even going to get anything from there, it's kind of going to be the green part of that, or the fresher parts of those. If you don't like rose, I wouldn't worry about it at all. Same with jasmine, because jasmine can, you know, induce a headache for me sometimes. I don't really pick it up in here. Other than that, you just got some woods and some oak moss, but it's an amazing fragrance. A little bit of musk. It's so clean. It's one of the cleanest fragrances, and honestly, it's probably one of the cheapest compliment getters that I have. I paid less than $20 for that, and I always get compliments when I wear it. If you do not have that, I'm not going to keep preaching it, but you should definitely get it. I think it's going to be an amazing fragrance to wear in the spring, although it's definitely an amazing fragrance to wear year round. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell to get notified when I drop new videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye!